Hello and welcome back to Creative Imagineering. This time a different kind of project. It's the refit of a broken lightsaber as a lamp. Hope you enjoy. Hello again. About 5 months ago I bought this lightsaber from Lazada and put it in the classroom at work most of the time. Just had it switched on without sound, using it as a lamp. But of course that meant constant recharging and everything. And about a month ago, I plugged the wrong charger in, didn't I? I was supposed to have a 5-volt charge and I plugged in a 9-volt charge. And well, suffice to say, the circuitry didn't last very long. Originally I bought it to go with this costume. I like Luke Skywalker. He was my favourite character in Star Wars growing up, and I thought I'd have a green lightsaber. But then I also realised around just before I blew this thing up that Obi-Wan Kenobi had a blue lightsaber. In reality, it's Obi-Wan's style costume that I've got. So I decided, okay, I need a blue lightsaber. So I ordered one, and it was shortly after that I just setting up the classroom in the morning, plugging in my lightsaber, and fizzle, out it went. This is the circuit board and the equipment here. You can see that on the main picture at the right there's the lamp itself. Then there's the circuit board with the plug and the push button, and at the other end we've got the battery and the speaker. And the inset photo shows the reverse side, and as you see, there's nothing visibly wrong with it. But no matter how many times I've tried over the last month to get it to work again, it refuses to work. It definitely burned out. In fact, if you hold the circuit board while it's on power, it gets really hot. So I gave up on that, and I thought, well, okay, why don't I go online and order a replacement circuit kit? Well, that was almost as much as a replacement lightsaber. So I figured, okay, I've got one coming, I'll just stick with that and I'll repurpose this lightsaber. In the end, I was delivered a hair straightener. Yeah. I didn't get my lightsaber. The shop did a smooth one on me. Fortunately, I'd ordered it COD, so it was just a matter of just telling the courier I don't want it, and they got sent back. So I then was in a scurry to find a replacement from another shop on Lazada, and fortunately, while it was due to arrive on the day of the costume party, it actually arrived 4 days earlier, so I was very grateful for that. But anyhow, back to this lightsaber. Okay, so that's the blue one I got. Looks nice. What I decided to do was I make it a full-time lamp. So I didn't need any expensive circuitry. All I needed was some LED lights, right? And these style of light, they've got copper wire and they've got transparent insulation over them and tiny little beads that light up. And so I ordered a 10-meter string of green color LEDs, and it plugs in by USB. The first thing was to very carefully string the whole thing through the hole left behind by the power button. That was a bit tricky. It was awkward, but I fed the whole thing through, because obviously the USB cord's not going to go through it. The plug's too big, so I had to string that all through. And you can see there, that's the finished result with the USB cord. And what I did then was I stretched out the correct length to the blade of the lightsaber, and then just kept folding it back and forth, and finally twisted it all up and then put it all in. In this photo it kind of looks okay, but I'm just using my mobile phone to get this photo. Have a look at the next one. You can see there that the green LEDs are a little too strong. There's a little bit too much brightness variation in the blade. So out it all came, and I got some thin foam packaging that I've seen some people on YouTube, like Brian at Smuggler's Room, using as a light diffuser. So I cut a strip to make a tube. We're gradually feeding the thing in, taping it up as we went. And my friend in the classroom was helping me out as well. and this is the final result. There is still variation. You can still see the brightness of the individual LEDs, but it's not so strong. And in light of some of the more recent versions of Star Wars, they have given it more of a sparkly type effect. It's not just a smooth colour like the old fluoro tubes they might have used originally. I'm only guessing there. But that's the kind of effect that was created. Whereas with the modern lightsabers, they're now going for a little bit more colour variation and sparking and all that kind of stuff inside the blade. So I think this works quite well. And that's it, guys. Nothing much to this. Just a $2 string of LEDs folded back and forth, wrapped in foam as a diffuser, and basically shoved up the shaft. It was a very simple refit, but now I have a permanent lamp in my classroom. Not that my classroom needs a lamp, but it just looks good as part of the overall display. So I hope this gives you ideas. Maybe you're scratch building a lightsaber, maybe like the hilt I've got there up on the cabinet behind me, and you've got a piece of plastic tube and you want to light it up somehow. Maybe this would be a good way for you to do it. It's certainly inexpensive and very effective. So that's all for this one. I wish you well. Bye bye.